A live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 teams, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you get to Madison, Wisconsin, you know you're someplace special when you walk into Camp Randall Stadium. This is one of the largest and oldest stadiums in the country, opening in 1917. The students make it special. Every time there's a cool moment in the third and fourth quarter, Camp Randall continues to prove one of the best home field advantages in the Big Ten. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Badgers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the left side. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Iamaleava moving out to the right. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Makes the catch. It's rolled. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll try it over the left side. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Bruins will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Swings it out to the flat. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Got his man downfield. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Play action, Iamaleava. A shot toward the end zone. Has it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
There's a crease. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Looking for a man, it's Hopkins. Fired in there, but incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Gets the back moving. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Gets away from one, finds room. Makes the grab in their space. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Gonna look downfield again. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Badgers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the option. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badger. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Iamaleava to throw. It's complete. He breaks a tackle. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll try the run. Finding some room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UCLA. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Henry. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. As we get a look at the numbers so far, they are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Quarterback may change this route. Got a little space. There he goes. The 40, the 30. He's at the 20. He is. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Hauls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
The Bruins come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They want to run it left here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. Throwing, Imaliama. Leaping grab for a big gain. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Running to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's the Imaliama to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Bruins. A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
The run inside. It's Palmer finding a way to put that foot in the ground. To the 37-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Offense gets set for second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. On the option. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting. And you've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game. Because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. It's touchdown, Badger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they did a really nice job on that punt block. They haven't showed that this year yet, so they overloaded the one side. They used their speed to get the block, and then how about scooping and scoring and taking it to the crib?
And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing, Iamaleava. Makes the grab on the left. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He's got it down the middle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Finds his man. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Play fake, Iamaleava. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now they regain the lead. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping with Maryland in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Terrapins looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Got a little press. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Badgers moving quickly to the line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He'll toss it. Turning it on! He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Back to pass, it's Hopkins. Under fire. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Iamaleava. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it down the field. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. And the Bruins in the hurry-up.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Now, Iamaleava. They get to him as he throws. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, it's third and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Running inside, it's Palmer. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Hopkins. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away. But you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. He might want another play. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the open. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Badgers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Motion from the wideout. Shoots his way for more. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Stop just short of the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and that'll set them up with a first down. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Hopkins. Caught. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal. And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense.
Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They move on top here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing, Imaliava. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The crowd gets behind this defense. Deafening noise. Here's Imaliava. The throw to the outside is complete. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Escapes the pressure going right. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
Here's Imaliava to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Trying the left side. Here's a little room there. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Imaliava stepping to the right. Fires on the move. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field. But a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Now Imaliava And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up fourth down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Down 4 late, they have to convert on fourth down to keep hope alive. Going for the marker on the ground. Makes it past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I'm okay with the run there. Like, that's a good idea. Like, getting a new set of downs, it's fourth down. The clock doesn't matter if you can't get a first down here. Nice execution. Now let's get in the hurry.
Powers through the defender. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Imaliava. Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down. Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for room, it's Palmer.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here's Imaliava to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes a deep grab. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Iamaleava throws for the tight end. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
All right, now that play's over. Now I got to know this is it. This is my last play. I got to save my best for last. If I get in the end zone, I win this football game. So what is my play? Who is my player that I'm highlighting to go try to get this done?
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Again, it's Iamaleava. Bringing the heat. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Badgers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.